Hey you guys, I'm here today and I wanted to have a quick little chat with you guys about the importance of self-care. And before I get into it, I want to take and spray a little bit of this sage spray in our area. I always try to cleanse my immediate area whenever I'm doing any type of spell work or teaching or simply talking of anything of a spiritual nature. And like I've reminded you guys, and I'll remind you yet again, when you're working outside in nature, it's not necessary to cleanse the area that you're in because nature is cleansing all on its own, but I prefer to just add that little extra layer of protection, if you will. And I brought one stone with me today, and this is a piece of light green fluorite. The reason I chose this stone here is because fluorite is known as a healing stone. It is a great stone to use when you're doing energy work or Reiki, but it's also a great physical healing stone. So I figured it would be a really good stone to incorporate into our chat today. And as I talk with you, I usually call this one my comb because of the shape, and I'll probably just simply comb some of this negativity away as I run my mouth to you guys, if that's all right. And let's just jump on into it. I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of self-care, and I'm speaking on a spiritual level, an emotional level, and even a physical level. And the reason I decided to speak to you about this today is because recently, I mentioned it before in my last two videos, I think, that I had been experiencing some energetic blockages of my chakras. And I really have a strong suspicion that this was brought on not just by stress and things of that nature, worry, doubt, all those negative emotions, but also by a physical ailment. And I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I have a condition going on with my back, and I'll soon be having surgery on it because there's no other way to go about correcting it. And with a injury or a sickness, a disease, something of that magnitude that you have to seek a doctor to fix, those are the types of physical sicknesses that usually cause us to have energetic blockages. And but that's not the only cause of blockages. You know, it could simply be having a poor diet, and that's something else I'm guilty of, and I'm working on that as well. It could be lack of sleep. It could be stress in your home, stress at work. It could just be that you are depressed, you are feeling guilty for something that you may have done or you may not have done. You know, there's so many reasons that we can experience blockages that I literally could not name them all today sitting here, but I think you guys get the gist of it. And the reason I bring that up is because it kind of goes hand in hand with this theme that I've got going today, and that is the importance of self-care. And this topic is aimed at anyone, at everyone, but I must say, my opinion, and we're all entitled to have one, but in my opinion, I feel like women tend to, you know, lack the self-care aspect of life the most. And I think that's due to us having children. A lot of women are homemakers, which is a full-time job in itself because I've done that before many years ago. Some women are career women, which means they're raising children and they're working, whatever your lifestyle, whatever your issue is, you've got to remember at the end of the day, you have to put yourself first, because if you start lacking on putting yourself first, not only will it affect your family, your friends, things like that, but it will also affect your spiritual life. And like I mentioned a few minutes ago, it can cause your chakras to block. It can also cause you to attract negativity in your life. It can cause you physical sickness, emotional sickness. It can also cause you spiritual sickness. And sometimes it may not be as severe with some people, and then some people it may be very severe. It's just depending on the person, the situation, and then there's going to be, events in our lives that there's just no reason for it. There's no answer for it. All the whys just cannot be answered. It just is what it is. And that's why I felt that I really just needed to mention this today and, speak on it for a few minutes, because it's very, very important. And, I think we all are aware what it is to, not put ourselves first. And, some people, that's just their nature. That's just who they are. And no matter how hard they try, they're going to always put their family, their friends, their husband, their wife, ahead of themselves. And I'm not saying that is a bad thing whatsoever, because we are who we are and we should stay true to who we are. But I guess my suggestion for people that are like that, because that's me and I'm getting better, but I found in my situation, when you find yourself like that and you need to put yourself first, but you just can't because you have kids, you have a husband, whatever. Well, when you need that time to unwind, that time to laugh, that time to forget about all the things that are pressing you at the moment. You just need that moment to rest, to relax, to just let loose. And if you're that person and you just cannot find yourself, putting yourself first, well, my suggestion to you is do something special for yourself, but, include your family. You're going to have to make time for yourself and, simply just time for yourself. And for me, I find, and it's only for 15 minutes a day, but it truly helps. My thing that I like to do is I like to go to the tanning bed. In the beginning, of course, I went to get that nice golden tan, but now I don't even get in every day. I get in when I feel like I need a few minutes to myself. I get in when I feel like I just, I need to unwind and I need to have a moment of my own where I can think, where I can not think, where I can listen to music, where if I'm upset and mad, I can just get in there and whatever little swear word I need to get out of my mouth, or however many eye rolls I need to do, or whatever it is I need to do to release and to take a moment for myself, I do that. Because if you keep letting all of this stress and this drama, this anger, this doubt, this guilt, all of these negative emotions, if you keep letting them build up, eventually it's going to reach the top. And when it does, it's just going to overflow. And, an overflow of happiness, an overflow of love, an overflow of laughter. That's what we want. That's what we need. Not an overflow of anger or negativity. So I suggest, if you're like me and you just cannot bring yourself to, put yourself first all the time, find something that you enjoy. Find something that brings you a little bit of peace. If it's just taking a quick walk around the neighborhood alone, if it's sitting in your car after work just long enough to listen to your favorite song by yourself and sing out of tune at the top of your lungs in your car for that moment in time, it's your moment. You're the star, it's all about you. And if that song only lasts 5 minutes, that's your 5 minutes. And next time, you can increase it a minute and, just keep doing that until you learn that it's okay to take a few minutes for yourself. And maybe you can turn that few minutes into an hour. Maybe you can turn those hours into a day. Maybe eventually you can turn it into a weekend all alone, going off somewhere to enjoy something that brings you happiness. And about 4 years ago, I did that. Haven't done it since, and maybe that's what I need to do once I get through my, medical situation. But I went down to the beach, and I just spent the day down there. I didn't spend a whole lot of money. I packed my lunch. I took a few things with me. I walked on the beach. I talked to a few people. I played with the baby. I collected sand. I picked up seashells. I even collected some seawater. And when I came home that day, I was so content. I was at peace. I felt fulfilled. I felt like I should feel. And, while I was there, even though it was just for the day, that day was my day. And, you guys, if it's just a trip to the barbershop to get your hair cut, you guys, or to get, your beard trimmed or your beard shaved, that's something you're going to do anyway. But, get a little extra with it. If you're going in for a trim, ask for a facial, ask for a beard trim. You ladies, if you're going in to get your nails done, get your lashes done too. If you're getting your lashes done, get your eyebrows done, And if you don't have that kind of money to spend, that's okay too, Take a walk around the neighborhood, early in the morning, late in the evening, whatever type of person you are, a morning person, a night person, take a walk. If it's just around the block. If you're out driving and you pass a beautiful, scene of, a field or a little patch of woods, stop and take a closer look. You don't have to go trekking through the woods for hours or, invading someone's private land or anything like that. Just take a few moments to take it all in and to center yourself and ground yourself. And I promise you, you will feel better. And each time you do it, add a few minutes to it. And like I said, before you know it, you'll be able to take that time for yourself. And, then you'll be able to incorporate that time with your family, and you'll learn how to separate the two. You'll learn how to put yourself first. Love yourself, take care of yourself, admire yourself, make yourself feel beautiful and worthy, because if you can't love yourself and you can't feel worthy, how do you expect to love someone else? How do you expect to take care of someone else and take care of them fully, with all of your heart and with, all of the quality that they deserve to be taken care of? You can't be 100% for someone else if you're not 100% for yourself. Do you see what I'm saying, you guys? So I'm going to wrap it up. But at the end of the day, just know that you are worthy. You are special. You're one of a kind. You don't have to be perfect, because if you were perfect, we would all be the same. And what fun would that be? So just learn that sometimes you're going to have to take a few minutes for yourself. learn that you deserve that new handbag. You deserve, you know, that new sports magazine or whatever it is that you enjoy, that you like. You know, splurge every once in a while. Don't go out and break the bank and spend all your bill money, but sometimes put everything else on hold and do something for yourself. And like I said, it doesn't even have to cost a cent. Take a walk in the woods, stop in a field and pick some daisies. You guys, if you enjoy fishing, you know, take your day off and just go out and fish for an hour. You know, just please make time for yourself. Do things for yourself. And like I said, it will make you feel much more happier. It will make you be a better person for yourself and for those that you love. And as always, if you believe, you will receive. Bye bye, you guys.